You're listening to Truly Unruly with Marcus and Jessica Trufant.
Questions and wonders about your mortality every so often. Do you do that? I do that a lot. Yeah, I do that a lot. Especially the older you get.
And
do you
just
do it
the
too,
why,
Marcus?
and I'm not so much like that.
He's very much content and settled and understands.
Things I can control, I worry about that. Things I can't control,
I dig it.
I leave it alone.
There's got to be the
we're just different.
There's got to be the worriers.
Yeah.
And there's got to be the people that are like, oh, yeah. Two different ways of being.
Well, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Truly Unruly with Marcus and Jessica Trufant. My name is Kel. That's Marcus.
Hey, guys.
And that's Jessica.
Hi.
Yeah, we were talking about how sometimes we wonder and question our mortality. It was getting a little deep.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Question so many things. So many things. I'm like, what is this even?
I'm just saying, too.
What is this? What is this space that's in between us? What's there? What is that? What is everything? What is life? Who are we in this thing?
We really don't know.
We don't know. We ain't shit, actually. But yeah.
Well, guys, topic for tonight, a viral clip that's been going around. It's a viral question, and I want to ask you guys it. And I know I kind of already have an idea what your answers are going to be, especially Jessica. She's going to fly off. But has social media created unrealistic expectations in relationships?
What the fuck do you think?
I knew it. Yes.
Like, people are on here lying as fuck, exaggerating, creating false realities that they believe are true. So, yes, I believe people are getting a warped perception of what a relationship. Don't look to social media. I mean, don't even look to us. Because we're not experts. Nobody is an expert, and nobody has the perfect relationship. So you just got to do what works for you. But that is so much easier said than done, obviously.
Social media can be a dangerous place on a lot of different levels. So the expectation, because on social media there's a lot of crazy stuff too that shows a lot of the heartbreak and turmoil and all this other craziness. We just saw a clip that I thought was a real clip about a dude that's having sex with his mom and the daughter, but that's fake.
Wait. Not his really... mom. Reword that again, Marcus.
Close, but that'll probably be next week. But
a mom and her daughter.
Yeah, a mom and her daughter. So I'm saying on social media, there's all this outlandish stuff. So it puts...
You don't know what's real and what's not.
Negative thoughts in your head too. Okay, I wonder if my man is doing this because I saw this on social. I wonder if my wife is doing this. I saw this on the net. Yep. So it could be a dangerous place. So you gotta get back to reality, and you really gotta talk to people face to face, and you gotta try to have a real relationship and try to communicate. Try to touch people, feel people, and make sure it's real. But social media,
because people are straight lying on social media. It just looking dead ass serious, but like it's a full lie, and people are like, "Oh yeah," and it's. I was guilty. One of them scrolling through, seeing stuff, going, "Oh God, oh man, well maybe I should try." Oh, my relationship doesn't look good enough. Oh, blah blah blah.
I would call it mass media in general, like. Back to these housewives shows and all this other stuff that's supposed to be real life, right? And stuff that people are actually going through.
It creates a real life reality for them. And
they're actors, though. They are still acting. They are still trying to get a reaction out of people that are watching the show. So a part of it could be real. I don't think so. But it's all foolishness. So again, you got to get back to the reality.
These are real things. And on some of these reality shows, I think they might put them in situations. They know what they're doing, but I think in reality shows, the characters start to come up with their own plots and plot their own drama and all that kind of shit. But I think all you have to do is interview these people, figure out which ones are going to crack, crumble, fall apart, near divorce, crazy, this, that, put them all together. They don't even need to do anything. Women are women. We're going to claw each other to the death, period.
Thirst and fame and clout.
So I believe
is everything.
Now, I might not believe
real,
Love and Hip Hop.
But
however,
but
some of these reality shows I do not believe.
And the clout is a hell of a drug. And that's what
everybody's chasing it.
I know. So that's why I'm saying you could be as fake as you want. You can make it seem as real as you want, but there is a
everybody is chasing it, and they're missing their where they're really supposed to be, because they are chasing this bullshit, these social media relationships, all this.
We sound so negative today.
Well, the thing is, social media,
angry old folks right
technology
now.
Is not negative. It's the humans that are abusing it that make all this shit negative. It's us. We're just out here just doing the fucking most and the worst and lying on social media and creating all these fucking weird realities. We're the ones that are making this so difficult.
I wonder if it's different for the kids or the generation below us. That's like,
what does that mean?
This is their life, because we know about the real life, right? Before it's
social media, yeah.
Social media and all that stuff. The kids, all they know is social media.
They're in a whole different reality.
So what does that
you
kind of
see that? These kids are in here doing TikToks in anywhere, in public, in libraries, and they don't even give a fuck. They're in a whole different
They don't
lane.
have to, yeah, because that is the norm for them. So that's what I'm saying. It's the social media world actually could be real life to them, for them.
It is. It's real life for everybody, but we're definitely misusing all of the technology that we have
back to the false expectation. I think for the youth, I just think that's where they're at. And I think it's real life for them. I think it's real for the youth.
No, if everybody's getting their advice from people that aren't giving real, genuine advice, or people that are just lying or stuff that's not real, oh my God, that's so terrible.
Even though they were doing that to us as well, we just took it as real.
We were on social media we were watching relationships play out. People was giving advice.
It was TV.
I remember Dr. Ruth, the sex doctor. That's about it.
It was news. It was newspapers. A lot of that shit could have been fake too. And we were just eating it up as real life.
You were reading about relationships in newspapers?
I'm assuming that there was magazines and such.
Okay, that's fine. But now all you have to do is go like this,
it's
and
easier.
You can get all of this misinformation handed to you.
Hey,
all right,
we used to have Loveline. Remember that with Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla?
I remember Loveline.
That was a dope show.
Do I remember?
Yeah, Dr. Ruth.
Mm-hmm, Dr. Ruth. She came on very late at night because we couldn't talk about sex back then during the day.
Was that the old lady?
Yeah, the old white lady.
Yeah,
You know what we got a lot of our shit from? To be real with you, when I really think about it, we grew up in the era of the daytime talk show. And so like we learned there's a lot of bullshit on
scripted and fake. Yep.
Ricky Lake, Jenny Jones.
Yeah.
Donahue, Oprah, Sally.
Yeah.
Fucking what you call it? Geraldo. I mean, everyone had a fucking show. Maury Povich before he fucking just turned into fucking DNA test.
What happened?
Remember when Maury he used to actually just like have like
DNA test on hand. Yeah.
And then now it's just DNA test. You're not the father.
Not.
Yeah. They figured out their niche. And so it's just DNA test.
But we don't believe any of that. We got to a point where like Jerry Springer and everything, everybody was like, oh, that's fucking corny. That's not real. But now you don't know.
I don't know. But when Jerry was hot, You was cheering for dudes and stuff if they weren't the dad and all that kind of stuff. I was into it.
We were cheering for it, but then towards the end, here I watched part of the Jerry Springer special on Netflix.
I watched that.
They were saying that these were, it makes you just think that people you're like, that can't be real social media. People really are characters. And they said that they really just got these people. They would pump them up, but they wouldn't give them their storyline or do anything like that. And they would go out there and come from all these small cities and towns and act a fucking fool on the Jerry Springer show.
Exactly what they're doing on these housewives shows today. The exact same thing.
But it was real.
What was real?
These people. They were real. They weren't feeding them scripts.
Right.
They were pumping them up and telling them, okay, if this happened to you, you should, when you go out, how are you going to do blah, 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 like that. But that's what I got from it didn't you get that from it, Kel?
Yeah. So what they did was they call it the Springer Triangle. So they have this part of the map on the United States from like Ohio, Southern Ohio to Florida to like Mississippi, Arkansas, and anything in that triangle, those are pretty much where they got their concentration of guests from for the Jerry Springer show. And they didn't have to do shit. And they
were coming on there with these outlandish stories that we thought were fake, and
and some of them were really real, and they were really going for it. But
I watched the show, and there was people that were sitting in like a confessional talking about how this was fake and that was fake.
I think that's I think that was like later when it got like way later on, like towards the end. Yeah, that's when
Jerry was mad about it because
they were using paid actors.
I didn't know it was fake, and I want everything to be authentic.
We were like kind of that. Well, that was to my point. Even though I found out it was real, I thought it was really fake, and I felt like we were able to decipher what was fake. But now you really can't.
Right. Jerry Springer was
even though it was real. Supposedly.
Steve, it come from the Jerry Springer show?
Yeah, he got a spinoff.
Steve. Okay, yeah, the security cat.
But yeah, I feel like a lot of those shows is where we learned about a lot of shit. I mean, I remember when you'd watch Geraldo and I remember fucking Bishop Don Magic Juan was on there. And they were talking about pimping, crazy shit like that. Leaders of on Oprah, they had I think the leaders of Anton LaVey's Church of Satanism or whatever from San Francisco, crazy shit, that you couldn't Google this stuff or see this stuff. It was just wait, this really exists, and it's there's this, and they would have these people on their shows, and it would be off the hook. I feel in the 90s, that's where we got a lot of our shit from.
That was our reality, though.
That was our
that was our reality TV.
Living in this.
That's our reality TV
craziness
back then.
Now. Yep. It was our social media, right?
But it was Jerry Springer was it was like Clutch his Pearls. That was insane when that show came out. We had never seen anything like that. People naked, fighting, Ku Klux Klan members, what the fuck? It was a circus.
I'm in love with this man, and then you got another man running out the back,
right? Fighting and shit. And
then the woman runs to the back and she's crying. Oh, I swear I ain't never been with nobody. And then it's you are not the father.
Well, that's Maury. And then everybody would go run off into the back for at least 15. Now that seemed very much set up. Were they okay, after you find out, run to the back and be really dramatic. And then we'll bring you back out. But yeah, Jerry Springer, people was losing their wigs, their shirts, for everything.
So we're not too off then from where the kids are now because
it's
just more of it.
It's totally different.
It's more information, but it's the same type of BS. It's bigger.
Massive.
It is, but I'm saying the misinformation.
That's all you see.
Right.
Is that you had to tune in at 12
That's
p.m.
What I'm saying. It's different because of technology.
See Jerry Springer.
It's different because of technology.
And it was
it's
one
right in your
show.
Hand.
You have 15,000 shows where people are fighting and doing crazy shit.
That's the reality.
And it's just like, wow.
And that's what these relationships are playing out in real life. I assume these younger relationships. I don't know what the kids are doing. What are the kids doing in the clubs nowadays, right?
Kids go to the club?
Kids don't go to the club no more.
Yeah, so
I don't think kids go to the club no more.
That's what I like. What the fuck?
Are they congregating?
They're not.
I see the
on their phones, FaceTime or Roblox and
on social media
Fortnite and
with
shit.
The people in the popping balloons thing. I know you probably don't even know what that is, but you seen that, Kel? Like when they bring somebody
it's absolutely
and they pop
hilarious.
The balloon. A dude walks in the room. It's a bunch of girls standing there, and you pop your balloon if you don't like them, right? Yep. And everybody starts popping their balloon, and they start asking questions of why, and they be talking about the dude's outfit.
That is height, that's fucked
and all this
up,
other stuff.
funny.
But the interaction, I guess that's kind of what it is. And these dudes come on there, and most of them got pretty thick skin, and they just kind of walk through it. And I mean, it is what it is. So I think that's just where we're at, man. It's crazy.
It's where we're at. We have to accept it. I mean, you get on here, and these kids are gonna idealize these weird these unrealistic things, and
it's funny. It's funny because when you watch like those videos with the balloon popping and all that,
so
and you just but like when you see these young girls, these young like girls in their like mid-20s, early 20s, and like what their expectations are and what they want from some of these dudes, and it's just, and you look at them and it's like, you can't even provide that for yourself, and you're expecting this dude to, like, because of whatever you've may seen on social media or whatever pipe dream you've been sold. And it's just, it's sad because like part of it too, you're like, damn, like that generation's done for. I don't think the whole generation is, because we had people like that in our generation, but like, yeah, there's going to be a big portion. If you don't have
any type of foundation, you're done for. If you let social media be your foundation, you're done.
Now that I can agree with.
You're done.
With that.
If you look to social media for all of your answers, I don't know.
People are doing that, though.
I don't know, man.
People are doing that. There's kids out here struggling. There's kids out here they're pretty much parentless. I mean, in bad situations and all types of stuff, man.
But maybe that's how it's going, and that's just how it's going to be. Everything is shifting, so we're just here until
occupying space,
right? Until they decide they want to be done with our generation, and then we'll just start to fade away.
Yeah, I feel like the complete fuckery, when the fuckery happens, we'll already be dead. So I feel like when it gets
we'll miss the fullest fuckery.
Damn it, it's getting morbid again, guys.
But I'm just saying, like the full like I say this.
We'll be grateful.
I say this. Yeah, I say this all the time. Like, I feel so bad for my grandkids. If I ever have grandchildren and like their kids, I'm like, oh, you guys are fucked. Like, social media,
the planet,
media, oh yeah, AI,
society.
Yeah. Like we're gonna be at a singularity at that. We're gonna reach singularity before that in no time.
AI is coming.
And what's singularity?
AI is here.
Kel, what's singularity?
You guys want to be freaked out real quick? So, humanity may achieve the singularity within the next 12 months, scientists suggest, because we have these quantum computers. I don't know if you guys heard about the quantum computers and stuff like that. And so a technological singularity is a hypothetical future where technology advances become uncontrollable and irreversible and unpredictable consequences for humanity. The theory suggests
did you say 12 months?
That's coming.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's coming.
The theory suggests that as artificial intelligence, AI becomes more powerful and autonomous, one algorithm will eventually be able to improve itself. This recursive improvement could be so rapid that it surpasses human comprehension and control. So yeah, the AI has become smarter than us.
Yeah. AI is already. We talked about this, didn't we? About how AI is. They have the potential to. They are smarter than us.
Speaking another language,
and that these robots are going to be able to outsmart us, and they're going to become like. Well, wait a minute.
Didn't we see something to where the
I'm intelligent. I'm these things.
The AI was talking to itself and it created a language that the people couldn't understand.
The
right?
AI was able to fool a panel of judges and pretend to be a 13-year-old Russian boy. They believed it. And AI, there's a game in China or in Asia called Go, and AI mastered the game and beat the world champion within a couple of days. So AI is doing exactly what you said it is doing, and we have no. I mean, I think we'll know something in our lifetime. We'll see something. We'll see the beginnings of we'll see something. Because AI is developing and all this is developing rapidly.
I know.
So, yeah, anyways.
There's a quote, and it's from like the 60s, but he said that real smart dude, but he said that humans are the sex organs of the machine world because of where we're gonna progress to. And we're gonna we're gonna reach a point where like we've talked about this. Yeah, we've talked about this. You had to let that one marinate there for a second.
Yeah. Like, damn.
Humans are the sex organs of the machine world. So it will be to a point where like I don't even think humans are gonna fully capably like need our bodies, and we'll be able to take everything that's in here and just put it into the robot. And
they can already do that.
Consciousness.
I watch the History Channel a lot now, and they are able to put these little electrodes on people's brains, and you can send a signal across the world and reach somebody else. And so they're going to be able to transfer. They're going to be able to do all the things that you're saying.
Yeah.
And they're not already doing them.
I know Neuralink, Elon's company, Symbiote or whatever his company, like they're doing stuff like that where they put the thing on your brain and it's like helping people that are paralyzed walk again and all kinds of crazy stuff. Have you guys watched that movie on Netflix, Subservient?
That's the
one.
Have
you watched that yet? With the
Is
robot?
That the one?
With Megan Fox?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We just watched it, and like that's gonna happen.
That's it.
Like that's it. Like that's exactly what you're talking about. Like that's gonna happen.
That's it. People are gonna marry these robots. People are gonna do all these things with these robots. They're gonna become like they're gonna be treated like dogs, and dogs are treated very close to humans. And it's this
But it's
about to get
separation of the human contact, the face to face. That's where we're going through social media. So we're already groomed for that.
We're on a fast track.
To talk to robots. I talk to ChatGPT all the time.
That's what I'm saying.
Girl,
look at what is happening. Look at how we're changing.
Yeah. It's a whole nother
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, it's wild because the scary part about it is it's like the singularity thing. It's like, we'll be able to integrate with the robots and welcome the robots or whatever, but then the robots are going to be smarter and become smarter than us. And then that's when the robots, if you ever seen the movie like Ex Machina or whatever, where like the robot can then play on the human emotions. Because remember, it's a robot, right? So then it's like it can figure out ways to trick you and take advantage of you because of those emotions that a robot doesn't have. You know what I'm saying?
Humans are still flawed. So what I'm hearing then is as the robots get closer,
they're not flawed.
They're going to be a version of perfection.
Yes.
And outdo the humans, which is cold game.
Well, look at what we're doing now with when you talk to ChatGPT, and it will give you
everything you
need immediately. It's like what?
Yeah, everything you need.
But Yep. Yeah. Like you said about forming a different language, Mark Zuckerberg, I swear we talked about this, how he had to
unplug or
completely shut down a program because it had created its own language that they couldn't decode. That's how intelligent shit like that is.
Welp, circling back, I guess we've all come to the conclusion that the social media is bad for your relationship, and AI will be too.
Or that we're old and all these kids are going to fall right in line with all these robots and all this shit.
They'll be better equipped, right?
They'll know how to handle it. They'll know how to fight them when
it'll be their norm.
When War of the Worlds starts and all this shit comes down, they'll be ready.
Word. All right. Well, good episode. I think we've.
This is funny.
I think people know by now that we hate the internet. Like we don't. Well, I mean, we don't completely hate it, but like
we hate it, but we love it at the same time. We love mass media and the TV.
We hate it, but we're human.
We are human.
So here we are.
Yeah. Yo, so follow us on all things social at Truly Unruly Podcast. And of course, if you want us to answer any of your questions, you can email us at trulyunruly_podcast@gmail.com. And of course, like, subscribe on your favorite podcasting platform. And if you want to catch the visual, check us out on YouTube. And we're on Converge every Sunday. Word. Till next time, y'all. Peace. Much love.